So now what we do in our men's mentor gatherings is we do what we call peer mentoring. So we do a check-in, how's life, how's it going? And then we just pair the men off, one guy, and one's the mentor, one's the mentee. And for 20 minutes, the mentor just listens to the mentee talk about a real issue from his life that he's dealing with right now, that he doesn't know how to solve. And the mentor just asks questions and listens. And at the end of 20 minutes, some amazing things happen. You know, like just the other day, we were at a mentor gathering and this much younger man was mentoring me. And I had this problem. Well, I was saying, you know, like I'm doing all this marketing and it hasn't been long, but, you know, I'm just not getting any new business out of it. And he said, well, how do you feel? Because, you know, what we do as mentors, we always ask, how do you feel, right? And I said, well, I feel really impatient. And he goes, well, what are you impatient about? I said, well, I just don't want to sit around feeling useless. And I'm actually kind of feeling not valued, to be honest with you. And he goes, oh, right. Where did that come from? And I just really didn't know. And it's been sitting with me for a couple of days, and I started to realize, you know, I don't want my value to be determined by whether my success as a businessman, you know? So I felt so much lighter at the end of that conversation. And he said, well, what do you want to do? And I just said, well, I think I'm just going to keep going with the marketing campaign and trust that something's going to pop out of it. And it was great, you know, it was just great to get that off my chest. It had been with me for so long. Another man in another mentor group, he said, you know, at the end of his little session, I asked you for feedback, how to go. This guy said, you know, I came in here tonight really, really anxious about one of my kids, you know, that I've been trying to discipline her and she's just not been doing things that she said she'd do. And I tried taking away her phone and it just doesn't work. And it's just been driving me crazy. But, you know, just talking about this now for 20 minutes, I could really see that I just need to kind of listen to her more and I need to back off. I need to get less intense. And it just, you know, it'll really help. It'll really help to do that. And I think that's amazing that he can just feel so much more relaxed. Another guy at another mentor gathering, you know, he was saying, I'm getting old, you know, and my body just doesn't do what it used to do, and I feel really lost about it. But just talking now for 20 minutes, I feel quite relaxed about it. I feel I can accept my age and accept some of the limitations that are being imposed upon me, and maybe something else can come out of this, you know. And this guy was so kind of light and unburdened about it. Another man I asked at a mentor gathering for feedback, and he said, you know, my wife died 3 years ago, and I've been looking at this pile of stuff, her stuff, that's just sitting in the house. She never threw anything away, and the kids don't want any of it, and I really don't want any of it. Yet throwing it away feels so disloyal. I just don't know what to do. And, you know, this conversation made me feel so much lighter because I've got a strategy now. I know what I can do, and I can actually call on some people for support to help me make some choices about what I throw away. And I feel so much better. And, you know, this guy was transformed. So, you know, the mentors need mentoring, and this process really helps that. And it helps us take what we're learning experientially out into the world, because it's so deep in us now. It's so deep. And we can be better mentors for other people. So my invitation to you is, if you're in a mentor group and haven't been in a while, go back and try this peer-to-peer mentoring process. You'll get a lot out of it. You'll be blessed, and you'll have a chance to bless someone else. If you have a men's group and you'd like to set up some sort of mentoring group out of your group, well, get in touch with me, miles@mensbusiness.net. Show the guys this video, talk about it, and maybe if you're interested, I can come and help you. Or if you're in neither of those places, but just want to talk about being a mentor or setting up a group, please get in touch with me, miles@mensbusiness.net. I look forward to hearing from you and hearing how you're doing in your mentor groups. Thanks.